So a few days ago, we went and watched Deadpool versus Wolverine. I had some questions before we went in. These are my questions, and here are their answers. And I'll tell you at the end my days later thoughts. So, this is all pre-early and stuff. I have questions going into this. I need to know about Deadpool and Wolverine. Fair warning, spoilers ahead. Need to know about Deadpool and Wolverine. First question. Does it pick up about Renslayer and Kang? And does it lead into explaining Doom? Renslayer and Elias were at the end of time, and that's where this is taking place. The last thing we saw in Loki was that, so... First question.
I want a new book.
Little Miss wants to show off her Deadpool drawing before we get to this. Cute, right? Okay, we just watched Deadpool and Wolverine. First question about Renslayer. She didn't appear at all, which makes the ending of Loki confusing. We didn't find out anything about Doom or Kang. There was nothing about them. Nothing at all. Not in any way, but we did get our second member of the Fantastic Four from another universe, and that was exciting. Seeing Captain America back. Foul-mouthed ridiculousness. But is it going to expand the X-Men that we already got and explain mutations and other such things coming to the MCU? And is it somehow connected to what Loki did? So, for expanding on the X-Men, it didn't do much there. It brought some X-Men. So for expanding on the X-Men, it didn't do much there except for bringing back some old X-Men stuff and nostalgia, and actually gave it a purpose and importance again, and giving a proper ending to certain characters. It was pretty much Loki season 3 though, because it told us kind of how the TVA is doing after everything that's happened. So, yeah, there's that. Are we going to get the fight that we've been waiting forever for? Because, yeah, Sabretooth and Wolverine would be cool, but we want to see Hulk and Wolverine fight. Edward Norton's Hulk and Wolverine fight. Which brings me to the next question. The fight that everybody wanted to see was fake as crap, but it did technically happen. The Hulk and the Wolverine did technically fight. You're gonna have to see it to be disappointed. I can't tell you if it was Edward Norton's or Mark Ruffalo's, though. I didn't get a good look at him. He kind of punched Deadpool too quick. Are the cameos gonna be tasteless, or is he just gonna drop random crap in this? They gotta be tasteful. They gotta be good. They gotta be worth it. Part of the story, something important that's needed, but maybe a little bit of something else too, just to slap it in there. The cameos were tasteful, proper, and everything else y'all are gonna love. Y'all are definitely gonna love seeing the crap that happens to Johnny. Okay, when it comes to the cameos, there was people around me, I couldn't exactly talk about it. They did do tasteful cameos. We got our second visual Fantastic Four member. We got Captain America returning talking about licking honey buns. And I'm not talking about the sweet pastries, okay? Throughout the tasteful cameos, and that made me incredibly happy, was to see Elektra. Jennifer Gardner's Elektra return. Oh my goodness. Sabretooth died within 2 seconds. It was expected. Toad got the crap beat out of him. Pyro was there. Azazel, Juggernaut was the main character and important. I guess they're alternating, which means the guy who played Juggernaut, though, he lied to us. But the beautiful cameos that made everybody happy. Oh my goodness. Gambit. Finally. After so many years of being teased, of being taunted, Channing Tatum is our Gambit. And it was so beautiful. Then we get Wesley Snipes returning his blade. The one and only, he says. The one and only. X-23, Laura, she came back. She needs to be our new Wolverine. And oh my goodness, y'all, Wolverine, Superman is Logan, is Wolverine. So there was a beautiful, tasteful cameos. Everything was worth it. It was all in the perfect place. Patch wasn't. Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter was not in this movie, no matter how much I wished and hoped he was. But Marvel definitely said, F you, James Gunn, we got Superman. Is it going to explain anchor characters? And is that how Robert Downey Jr.'s coming back as Doom and a special character? Because they did something like this with Wanda. And is that what Deadpool is? It did expand on the idea of an anchor being, but it kind of contradicts what they said in Doctor Strange. In Doctor Strange, they said when the anchor being is destroyed, or when the anchor being is defeated, it sends a ripple through the universe and causes consequences or blah 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 stuff, like when Wanda died and everything else. When Wanda died, it didn't tell us that our universe is going to slowly come to an end. It's slowly moving backwards. If that was what they were trying to get to, then when Secret Wars arrives and Doomsday arrives, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the Great Reset. Because the way they explained it in the movie is the universe is slowly erasing itself backwards from the future to the past. So this could be either they're contradicting themselves, or this could be how they're expanding it and making sure that we know the universe is going to reset upon itself. If Deadpool is entering the MCU and stuff, what about incursions? Is the world already destroyed, so therefore an incursion can't happen? Is it going to explain incursions? Question about incursions was pretty much kind of answered via the timeline thingy, but then again, in Doctor Strange, it made it seem like if one being from one universe crosses over into another universe for an extended period of time, those two universes are drugged together until they collapse in on each other. Well, that's not what happened here. So either Marvel is full of contradictions, or the TVA is lying in one way or another, or Doctor Strange's magic is doing something I don't understand. We need more information, Marvel. Is this terribly Disney-fied? Like, did Disney take all the fun and R-rated and Deadpool out of Deadpool? I'll get the answer to these questions later. As for the Disneyification, I mean, there wasn't a lot of sex. There wasn't a lot of raping or, sex in general. But holy freaking crap, the gore, the blood. This is a Deadpool movie through and through with the budget of a Disney film. Holy crap. The language. The things they say. I don't want to say it's been Disney-fied because they were given free roam to do whatever the daggum they please, and they actually went all in. They didn't obviously use drugs. They talked about drugs. They didn't do anything about sex except for talking about pegging, but that was in the commercial, so what are you expecting? Outside of... It was definitely the fight, though. The gore, the epic, bloody battles, the raw emotion. It was all there. Disney didn't water it down. Except you didn't get to see no kinky weirdness. You did. There was a lot of nut shots.
Yeah.
Besides that, no.
A lot of Wolverine and Deadpool.
Yeah. So all in all, I need to say, this is a proper MCU film. It has, I'm pretty sure it could have been swept under the rug, because it has no, ramifications at the current moment. But if this causes mutants and other invaders to the 616, then it definitely has ramifications. But as a standalone story, I mean, the buddy-buddiness was great. Them bonding and getting over their past traumas and learning to cope with life and becoming better individuals while also trying to save the world. It was a good movie. Deadpool 3. Meh. It's better than Deadpool 2. It was Cable was bomb. But we'll see you guys in February. There's a brave new world that's waiting for us. So days later, after scouring the internet, watching all the random YouTube videos and other such things I can, and then reviewing the footage inside my head. Hi, Bobby. Deadpool and Wolverine is a great way to introduce Fox. Where he's eating pudding. Got it in my beard too. It's a great way to introduce Fox to this. It's a little stab, screw you at James Gunn for leaving. It's also so much more. Eventually, I figure it's going to have ramifications upon the whole thing. Maybe it's going to explain how Secret Wars and Battle World and stuff like that is going to happen. Maybe Cassandra Nova somehow survived. Or whatever, because, you know, her consciousness survived and she created a body for herself. That's how it all started in the comics. So I'm going to highly recommend it. It's the only Marvel film this year. I'm quite upset and disappointed in that. I want some more. More Marvel. 3 movies a year, 2 TV shows going forward seems fair and legit, and I'm okay with that. As long as they're well worth it, well written, and as long as they're well worth it, and they build upon the story a lot better of the overarching MCU. Give me Eternals, though. Explain more about Tiamat and the space crap and Thanos' brother. Bye, YouTube.